Back Kessben 92.9 Accra Kessben Television and Kessben 93.3 FM Ewo Kumase Edrum Asida House. And I benada numere twedi ampa kwambase adom e de ache yembio Adwenkyere dwumadie and yesin konwa ewo Kessben FM. So fi sabre kosi se ebebo nondru ewo favorite program a benada numere bia yesin konwa e de bremo no and yesin konwa enumere na yebedwudwen yema Ghana ho. Enumere ensama yebedwudwen ho no Edoso. Na sani edin kan ehye mobono. What is it about this Coda Drive initiative? Na ebi cancer election 2020. Ade ba ko a eye kie ya nyina kan eye the campaigner political parties akese mienu MPP NDC omo ye ewo man mu. Ye kai omampenda da John Dramani Mahama ebisa se okadafo mo wo ho. Na oka se obo ben hihye na waye mra na ye de abo kadafo edwumadie no eho ban fi se ye won kran ha ne kumase ene me ahodo a ye di akoniaba no se ukọ ba bi na ka mfa wonkọ onya ka nkọ anansi otompo na ka ho ye den a traffic kura che ye kada ya enti eno no na okansa no na MPP aban ye Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enso so on a platform ena on Ghana for bon komo se nyame ya dom na aban no eba omo edeka nkumankuma bi ebeba na yayi okada no efri ho ena no na yehu social media se sa ka nkumankuma bi eninam na ekofo ka ho nsem ebi se be fa mienu ebi se be fa miensa ebi se be fa enipa sen na sa ka si ehwen ne hen ene bi be ko Coastal Development Authority no eyemantambe enum ena omohweso nti ho na be ko ana ni sunsanso edema Ghana ene zavisa nyankra ha ene those regions nko a ena okada no ebi ewo enumre special guest lawyer Jerry Ahmed our chief executive officer Edema Coastal Development Authority Coda yene no bedin komo pi ede afa nea omo eye hia no so se ka Coastal Development Authority no a na ye ka omo a ebankra mantem Greater Accra Volta region Oti region Western region Western North and Central region samia mia e wompo anu ana epoben hoi ehona Coastal Development Authority mpenfo edi omudwuma den na so hu e wompotamo ene empunti ose koso ende kaka ho so for Greater Accra ha me awodo te se do me kwabenya Medina Trobo Ablekuma North Ablekuma Central Ablekuma West I waso North Lejokuku Okaikwe Central Tema Central Okaikwe North Wejagbawe Krowo Pon Katamanso Shai Osidoku Enyanso Tium Amasamai afe yebekọ Tema West ayawaso West Wagon eni Okaikwe South ni ahwe se sa constituency se won kramantam hai ede na Coastal Development Authority mpenfo etumi aye yewi yebekọ Volta region na ehon so ahwe Western region Central region Western North ene oman no nyina yebewie no na yahwe se ne a omudwumadie no esitie eno yankoma enumre ye ne no bebo yebema kwan but tipa Coastal Development Authority si wo mani so ne so mbe ya mampuntio
baby sa opening kese nada rometo safre no na abeka ye ho e studio ha no na yahwe afa Commander Sugar Factory weekend ana na watwe nra bedu nei ababa ye asam kese ye ka ho asam eni se enano a omampani dada John Dramani Mahama bia no na eye mebo sumi de toso aduasam fiempi no ene edunsia na botae ne se ebema Ghana mabu no ayenya nwuma nye no mako empem yensa hasa empem so hasa 7,300 empem so hasa 7,000 na omosi ahwede no da bia ebe crash sugar cane ton no 1,250 ahwede ahodo a akuafo no bedua no 1,250 tons na ebetumi akrashe eno da nchen so a na ebeboa se wotie broni ya efre no Srinivasarao no no site manager de ma Commander Sugar Factory no a ose se ye de ahwede no munsuo no eye asikyire ni wi a nea ebeka kire a efre no accumulated residue no na nka no so be generate megawatt of power electricity na eno no be generate 3 megawatt in the 2 megawatt no na omo de be power factory no na nka 1 megawatt no abeka national grid no eno achi no afa na wo hwe animu se omo entumi kra no sa $36.5 million facility a year India Exim Bank be sia kwaje ye no nka omo betumi aboa ma esikyira Ghana yekra efiam no ne ba no etumi aba form na se wo hwe mu a afibia se wo hwe even 2019 according to United Nations Comtrade database Ghana ekra esikyire nko $158.39 million and the free amount 2019 $158.39 million and omokra efi atichira yedie de edi tweti anopa de edi two hitim obra yoni ade and ya credit fee amonone eba nti nanka ya Commander Sugar Factory na me ya drum na ejina PC ta enka beboa omamena na John Dramani Mahama bia no 2016 May no August na omutumu na omaka so mbebie no October emfie numni yemi ebio besia na ekoje yetua ho si ho adwuma no so aka ho ahwede ya wo se nkede ye no ebi ne ho na no aban se akuafo no masa se akuafo so mama asase 3,000 plus acres a o mai krado na eno na no mampenda da John Dramani Mahama ekirem se na nko na dwen so oje besia de free India na nka wode amakuafo no dua ahwede no na aban we ba ye no wanto aso nti aban no na enye na dwen se o madwuma ku no akoso mabene ku fado se 2022 na Commander Sugar Factory be hyase bo sha politician star she and this time around they o se nya gidie o mampanyimu se ye behwe ye bebia no ye beka ho nsem kakra afa petrol yi ye toyi se ye se bo no apaja niam ma petrol bo kosoro Ghana ha ye ne bo eto wadwaman so ene ye cedi ne ye dollar no na utie na no central phone share mu asameja mfi NDC communication director ye no a ose etopi na ban de atoto petrol so nti saban ya ho bibia nkabeboa ama petrol bo aba form eto ne bi obo so no ebi energy sector levy eno obo so kakra na eno achi COVID-19 levy NHIL VAT eno so obo so kakra na ya friend sanitation tax eno so da petrol so eno so obo so kakra you do discussion segment wo dwumadi so a yani abejafo ebesi nkodwa nwumre na eno so ya bobo so kakra de amamo yani Godwin Mahama NDC communication team member and afe Mr. Chamber for investment consultant osai MPP founding member or Austria sampani foi and a discussion segment no yani wo mo ebesi nkodwa mede di kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng nwumre Adwenkyere media sejo amena de bia mede hu chairman de emamo Ghana ba bia hwe bia no ha Kessben television so Kessben FM 92.9 Accra Kessben FM 93.3 FM Kumasi na Adwenkyere ene mususuye no ya test line no 0550 596 929 0550 596 929 0550 567 929 0550 567 929 obetimi ajoin ye nkomo ebebo no edroso packed na nso binim se mo ne ye nyina etena akose nondru ebebo akua piesie asarbedi akon enafe Amos ene empenifo ka ho Derek Befe asijua back in piesie omu nyina wo ho a omo eboa ama dwumadie no andi nso ebo dwuma omo boa ama dwumadie no Ghana ba bia mo bia no mote yenka mamema your special guest lawyer Jerry Ahmed Akwaba na yenhye yenkomo no se we first part area na fear the discussion segment no to aso lawyer bacho obeyi nose mask na mame na baby I want me hano de emotu kakra lawyer ya mo adwube mu Akwaba
yo yeja ananya sana ya kan
yeja na mpom ye de
adom ewade adom
se fie boko de
fie boko bibia da so kama
ma me no simple very young intelligent Abantie bi o say bema de enka so beautiful but ye kasa bema handsome eno mampani de Coda ashawunsa mami sha say for purposes of sa coastal belt ya o hweso Coastal Development Authority 5 regions sebe be hunti why lawyer Jerry Ahmed.
Before I talk about myself,
okay.
I'm quite excited about your intro, and it gives me a certain level of belief. Say,
okay.
And you're very sharp. I was just watching you rattling, and I was like, oh wow, and that's very good. It's very good to know that we have young men of your caliber who are running the show.
Yeah, that's it. Me that's it for the compliment. Mother Roma say yesum. Enti yesum number bay. Send your money be ho. See ensu yetimi ejina mu ma yetiefo na omahu. And why ne say wiebo ameka cry. Why ne lawyer Jerry Ahmed?
Well, I don't know what to say on that, but
just brief.
Briefly, you me Choco.
Okay.
And
that's a typical Accra boy.
Yeah,
okay.
Choco boy. I mean,
Choco is Accra, and Accra is Choco.
Yes, okay. And I have my lineage with Abo Lakpatashi.
Okay.
And I have had the opportunity of going to some few schools, and I was called to the bar about 12 years ago.
Okay.
And I was appointed by the president. In fact, yesterday was my 3rd anniversary.
Wow.
Yes, on the 18th of October.
Okay.
And I take this privilege, this opportunity to say a very big thank you to the president for giving me that opportunity and for reposing confidence in me. And I'm married, and I have a very beautiful, intelligent wife with 3 kids.
Okay.
And me were girls too, and a boy back. But I'm one year and mention down show. Yes, and one lawyer Jerry.
Well, my mama, congratulations. Until I knew I was wash white. Until your mouth trinkwa.
Yeah, that's
very young guy, but I measure profile. I measure Niama, why yeah. You have Bachelor of Arts in Social Science, Economic and Sociology from University of Cape Coast, and Osaya Loy, and a famous of MPhil Sociology from University of Ghana, Legon, and also Executive MBA Marketing. Aside that, Osaya be a politician Kakra, Special Assistant to the former Mayor of Accra, Honorable Ajay Blackson.
That's right.
And yeah, not to say, yeah, shas, yeah, I won't cry.
That's right.
Anti Mami Misao. So I remember established the Coastal Development Authority. The Act 2017, Parliament of Ghana, the Act 961. Ma Kwainoa. Monisu Wadi Huno, and Niema Moyeno. Obabon the Tofama, then Potipana, Ubia or share TV so, and I would hear radio super so who say Coastal Development Authority, then Potinamoya, Obekanse.
Coastal Development Authority. 2017 Act 961 was actually assented to by the president on the 2nd of January 2018. I didn't hear yes, I say 2016, 2015, 2016 time our campaign. In fact, 2015, he had a lot of views from Nkofu Ano Oshiom. And the people wanted development because they felt that development was far from them. And then that issue came up because most people we dealt with is either the district assembly, metropolitan or municipal assemblies. And they were doing their bits, but people wanted development that they were part of the process. And that you do what we call needs assessment. You would have to engage the people. They will give you feedback. Then you come back to the drawing board and give them the kind of project they wanted. So in these engagements with the people, the president found the need to now come up with a certain proposal of $1 million per constituency. And every constituency was supposed to benefit, or is supposed to have benefited from $1 million per year within the constituency. And the Coastal Development Authority ranges from Western North right down to Oti. We're actually dealing with 6 regions and not 5. And we are dealing with 109 constituencies. All these constituencies are supposed to benefit from the $1 million per constituency per year. So, President, in his wisdom and in the wisdom of his cabinet, came out with a certain view that then we should have a certain vehicle running the $1 million per constituency, which vehicle is called the IPEP. IPEP near Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication Programs. And every constituency comes up with the kind of projects they are looking for, and then the development authority within that constituency. So we have 3 development authorities, which I'm sure you are very much aware of. So you have the Middle Belt Development Authority, which was established by Act 962, which is the Middle Belt Development Authority Act 962. Then you also have the Northern Development Authority, which Northern Development Authority 2017, which was also established by Act 963. And all of these development authorities were to do one thing: to bring out projects that would largely eradicate poverty. And that is why the vehicle is Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication Programs.
And you won't cry, dear. Mako other regions, but yes, I say won't cry. You will fear. I'm saying maybe I my hobby be crime himself contest MP.
Let me say me dodgy. I don't think I will.
Now was all dodgy, but so him say
so we are bad boys. One go show me ya.
Ede am ko fiber. You baba ho but you won't cry, dear. Mami share. Constituencies a war Greater Accra specifically. Menim say baby MP obiara no enye den a development authority no why bibi kakra ho
adom
yan shase domi kwabenya Medina Trobo Ablekuma North Central Ablekuma West Ayawaso North Lejokuku Okaikwe Central Tema Central Okaikwe North Wejagba we Krowo Ponkatamanso Shai Osidoko Enyanso Tuama Sama Tema West Ayawaso West Wagon and Okaikwe South. Maybe I won't offhand, but wait me a boy.
Oh yes, I know almost every project site in
so be here and I would these areas and then I will authority no.
So if you for instance go to Wejagbawe. We have done major drains at Wejagbawe. Drains are not entity, they were causing a lot of problems. I'm not saying we are 100%, we solved all the problems of drains, but if you go to Wejagbawe, I think they have a place called CP. Yes. If you go there right now, you see drains that have saved a lot of situations. Uko Wejagbawe. Now, you move from Wejagbawe, you go to Botiano English Amanfo. We've done few. There were few problems with some of the drains. We have caused the contractor to go back to site and get these ones corrected. If you move from Wejagbawe, you come to maybe typical areas like Buko. Which is we call Odododiodo. As we speak, me sure say necessary if you get your people to check. Bukom Park. We were able to construct an AstroTurf. The people are playing football. In fact, they play in the night than even in the daytime. And that has caused business to thrive. Mami for moton nyama.
And yenye say drains.
Yes.
In part of Greater Accra.
We've done a lot of drains. We've done some streets and roads.
Recreational activity.
Yes,
we've football. The mami stress or drains or Accra.
Yes.
Accra major problem. Nsuo eyidi pa. Nano menam yechira ha faka neshi. Ekwa kosi mataiko nsuo to a kosi kompedansi hotimu say igiri. Bi kura ka anko ka ma nanu kura ka neshi bi omoye interchange ya. So a flood drains in areas very specific and what me.
Oh well, you know where you just mentioned Abosokai is within Ablekuma Central. If you call the former MP, for instance, he's one of the persons who we can easily call our ambassador because he will tell you the kind of drains they benefited from Coda. If you go to Ablekuma Central. Drains are or it's more than 5 million cities.
Okay.
Yes, so that is Ablekuma Central alone. Now, if you come to, well, if you even go to Honorable Esla Usu's place, which is Ablekuma West, we have some drains we also constructed.
Okay.
As we speak, they are still even working on some roads in Ablekuma West.
Okay.
And the drains, almost in Greater Accra, Adenta benefited from some drains from Coda.
Okay.
Beyond Adenta, Okankwe North, and Okankwe South.
Maybe I can be a do home more
Yes. Yeah. So and the MPs, and we have photos to show. Okay. I mean, it's not for me to just sit here and make noise. No. I can show you pictorial evidence of all the drains I'm talking about. So you can call, for instance, Honorable Patrick Boama.
Okay.
He will tell you, I mean, straight, that we got them drains and those drains have been fixed.
Okay.
If you talk to Honorable Fuseni, he will tell you, we got them drains and the drains have been sorted out. Is that what he has said? In some cases, some of the drains are at various stages of completion. Okay. So I won't come and sit here and say that they are fully done. Okay. But I am telling you that these areas that I've even called on top of my mind, I can assure you that these are areas we have done drains and they are there for anybody to witness or to see.
Okay.
So if
you drain so afi yamra enim say mabunu no pa ni je kakra abo astrotef I mean recreational centers near the areas ben
astrotef we are doing close to 14 astrotefs for just 2020. Astrotefs we started. In fact, some started in 2019, to be honest with you. So you can go to Ablekuma South, Mamprobi Girls School Park. We are currently on the AstroTurf. If you come to Kaukudi, AstroTurf for Uko Honorable Fuseni Hosubiuma, there is an AstroTurf there. If you come to Bukom, like I indicated, there is an AstroTurf there. If you go beyond these areas in Accra, if you go to Abelenkpe, which is Ayawaso West Wagon, there is an AstroTurf there.
Okay.
If you go beyond these areas in Accra, you can talk about Takwa and Swayem. There is an AstroTurf there. If you go to Prestia, there is an AstroTurf there. If you go to Tetrete's place, what's it called?
Takwa and Swayem, Emrekuduka ho.
Amenfi, yes, in Pacho. If you go to Amenfi West, there is an AstroTurf there. So we have.
There's a much wapete within more 5 regions now. Coda, mono. Okay. Me share money about mo yen. Me say schools, classroom, ne other facilities also mo yen. Then be aside these two. Then be na mo yen. We are
doing a lot. As we speak, we are doing irrigational dams.
Okay.
We are doing chiefs compounds. We are doing bridges. We are also constructing schools. We are constructing even clinics or hospitals. So if you go to Takwa, for instance, not Takwa, Apimenim, which is in Ahanta West, right? Just on the major side of the road, you will see a construction of what we call an accident and trauma center. And this, for us, we feel that is an area or a drive-through that you would see a lot of people plying that route. So you would rather want to have such a facility there so that anybody who gets to be involved in an accident can easily be taken. Unlike you waiting to be driven to Winneba. That's the only place that we have so far. Okay. Yes, so we have an accident and trauma center. We are doing a lot of things, really. Yes.
Engineer, okay, can you know me questions so. Yana people sit back say, "Sir, Middle Belt Coastal Development Authority near Deno, Yenshada ehuni amoye." Before I be here, no mama misao. Me who say mama afari for no album motors be near there. And is it follow within a mandate? And I know the opportunity being
no, it falls within our mandate. Okay. In fact, the mandate is virtually to reduce poverty. So anything that would support the people within that bracket. So while them say afari for no, with all due respect to them, they don't have so much.
Okay.
Until that was a personal directive from His Excellency the President.
Okay.
I remember when he said this to me, very, very wild, that it says, listen, I need my farmers to get the support
Okay.
So go out there, do some needs assessment, let us know how many outboard motors they want, and let us reach out to them and furnish them with same. So at least we have a whole booklet like this. For request outboard motors. So from coastal development's point of view, outboard motors alone that were procured were close to 5,000.
Okay.
Yes, and outboard motors which were procured close to 20,000 and more were given to Afare for at half price. Into their 40 horsepower air cost about 20,000 was given to Afare for at 10,000 Ghana cedis. Their air cost 14,000, where 25 horsepower, 15 horsepower, air cost 14,500. They were given to Afare for at 5,000 cedis.
Okay.
So that is the president who thinks about the people. That's the government. As we speak, there are still some outboard motors, because we can now tell you that the features have been inundated with even the outboard motors. Yes. In the Afare Ford himself, at least this was a step that was taken by the president and his government, that listen, we need to support fishermen and farmers and all what have you, just to get whatever they use implying their trade to be able to do so.
Okay. Ediniama hoke customer ye nyina no. Ona wo ye penyi a woda Coda no. Coastal Development Authority. Wo ye assessment no. Wo ni say akov down. Enye nsunsuanso onipa na mo pese nya wo mabrabom no positively.
Well, if you ask me, it could be better. Nipa we are all insatiable. When you have iPhone back, we use iPhone 12. When you have iPhone 13, open. And that's how human nature is.
Okay.
But there is no fisherman who would say that he or she has not had this opportunity.
Okay.
We are not running it on political lines. Our offices are open to each and every person who comes in. When you are coming, nobody would ask you of your party ID card before you are given an outboard motor or whatever. What we request for is to be sure that you are registered under the NAFTA.
Okay.
That's the Fishers Union. That there is a canoe number. Babeji outboard motor. No?
Okay.
So that you won't come and take it and go and resell it at exorbitant prices to people.
Okay.
That is what really it is. But we believe fervently, say, unless, I mean, sometimes we have some ungrateful beings, so you can imagine. But besides that, you cannot be very reasonable and say that President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo did not help you as a fisherman. No.
Okay. You move beyond Greater Accra, na Yensha Volta region, Yensha Western region, Yensha Western North, Yensha Central region. Okay, set places bomwa. Then putting now to me akaso to transform the people's life, because now my atia says Coda obuta nyina ne say yenye bibi onipa na setrem no ohia no mra from kakra.
Largely. Things that would think that they are supposed to be easy accessible, which were not. The Coda INSA, we've tried to bring those things to the doorsteps of people. For instance,
but I'm a tree in Osmond. I'm
a tree in the ingredient. For instance, who call Central Region. We've sunk a lot of boreholes. Who call boreholes?
What to tunso bebre?
Yeah, to tunso bebre.
Bedo say.
Oh, as at the last time I signed contract for boreholes, we've done close to about 400 only in Central Region.
What areas being?
Well, I those ones I cannot give you on top of my head, but I can send you details of those ones. But I know that
coincidence being.
Oh, for
him.
Atimokwa. A lot of constituencies in the Central Region have benefited. Almost all the constituencies in the Central Region have benefited from either sunk, what's it called, boreholes, or institutional toilet facilities.
Okay.
And the first time when my mother ministry was there, what they actually started with was you would either get 3 of those institutional toilet facilities or these boreholes that we are talking about. And these were assigned to each and or allotted to constituencies within the zone, within the coastal zone.
Okay.
Yes.
I remember my questions also. Such project, I am piece na mo so mo nkoye. Ana mo na mo ye because obeko constituency no say MP no na ye demand no so meye but obae no form 4 no say omu hu say MP no na ye bi say aban e bi kura de hye sa na no ka ho bi na election 2020 most of MPs be lose to adin because untimi ko claim ownership of it omu fi so aban na dia mo de MPs ana mo ne omo na ye bom
we are, you know, MPs are also agents of development. Nti yanye projects in the constituencies without resorting to them. But the projects were not given to MPs.
Okay.
The projects were given to contractors who went through procurement processes. Omu wini ye. Nti ye di mo omu se omu nkoye. Enu se bia oba optimi fair constituency bia to say Ablekuma West and Ablekuma Central.
Okay.
Then Honorable Ebenezer Nati was MP. You should also know that he would have an interest. The interest is because he may have met with his constituents on your mashasha.
Okay.
MP drain waha yepe. Until the MP would serve sort of as an intermediary between her.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm on any constituents, no. Okay. And that is how the MP would serve a leading role in the implementation and execution of the project. But largely, 99.9% of the projects were given to contractors who were.
My question will be difficult, but also maybe so.
As I would to me,
me I will need answer.
Would to me intention?
Oh, between that's impressions. Projects na mo de mai no mo keka bo so dodo nti bebre no aka ho enra me fa alajo just behind alajo junction here toilet amoye toilet amoye aka ho I took it upon myself me am ko ho sheda ko bisai do ona papa bi tinche twaloto bi te ho ya wie ya boso but ya plaster akra na ya see contractors no say aban no keka bo so anti enti o moka. What is happening?
Well, also Kekabo, so I think it's a deep tree for me.
Kekabo, so say doing projects or programs at the same time as a.
Okay, so we're overwhelmed with the project.
Yes.
No, well, to some extent, I agree that there was a major request from people.
Okay.
From the respective constituencies. Nyama ye pe ana ye shenedoso. Nti when the president, in his wisdom and that of his cabinet, decided that let's move to start executing projects, that was what I said, but that in every constituency, they started with at least 3 of those institutional toilet facilities and some boreholes. The IACOC say, you know, when some contractors are coming, they show a lot of weight and capacity. That's what I say. But with all due respect to some of them, would the more now, I'm not saying that all of them are like that. There were instances too that they may have raised certificates, say as in interim payment certificates, and they were expecting payments. Not payments, no so I could check. Now, mind you, when you're doing government business, there are a lot of issues that you are supposed to be sure that you have to be diligent about, because the person would be thinking, say, okay. When we are going through interim payment certificates, it takes a whole lot of processes, into sometimes a check. So that I want to tell you that is the truth. That sometimes interim payment certificates, no, a check, into pay no check a now see kind of check a say about then you see some contractors abandoning projects. But you see, same way. There are contractors who perhaps had about 10 of these toilets. And I can tell you on authority that they finished, if they were giving even say a year, they finished within 6 months.
Okay.
And I can also still tell you on authority that those contractors have received they are whatever, the contract sums.
Another issue now be raising is projects no the NK party for ye be a year. But the party for be ready who see come to me, and no party for so to muntiminka.
First of all, the projects, the way and manner they were run, we did not do it with mobilization.
Okay.
So that in itself is not the case. It's not true.
Okay.
Second, the projects were given based on merits and profiles. Okay. And see, with all due respect, yeah, sure we didn't say, oh, come now, Akuoko suit near friend, you know, or a party in nipa or kasama MPP in yemfa mano. No way. I know people, and I can tell you, for instance, I've had those kind of issues. People have come to say, well, I end this in our man. With all due respect, or end this in India. I
also want it to be home.
Oh, sir, it happens. In politics, all of these things happen. Yeah, because now say, oh, maybe I will take a vet bag say, oh, we are running mate, my mama. So what I say. So all of these things happen. But what is more critical in say, ejumana ekoswana.
Okay.
Midima CPP ni no, or any year na.
Okay.
Constantly, our nkrofo omonia giana. Are they excited about the project? The benefits thereof, are they getting from the project? So it has nothing to do with partisanship. And nobody has directed anyone to give contracts to people based on their party lines. What we have been told to do is that give it to people with capacity, because there is no mobilization. So what you say? Where there is mobilization, where you say, me who Gideon, this guy MPP ni, or so far Brema MPPs are until they are for contract with Manu. But the best part about it is my man is cannot acquire. And yes, sir.
Okay.
But where there is no money, you cannot say that because we are party in Timin come out. That is not happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Timbacho ni aka hono. Te say mo ye ne den. Ombe ne den. Fi se bia na mo amano mobilization. Why the point be? Me hu se dodo na ye roof na wie. Omo ye structures na wie. Most of them me observation am I places be.
Oh, you've done the right observation.
Aka plastering. Ebi o ho a na aka wiring. Obi o ho a na aka se obetu nsuo no na ode tankers so bi o a aka se ode plumbing works no ne toilet ni ade no basis so mo ye ne dan. How are you engaging them? Because kofo hia and ade no so ye no wanria obi appreciate the why no.
You are it's just like you are interviewing me but you are talking for me.
Oh, I'm asking a question.
This is what it is. No, I'm telling you that you are interviewing me but you are saying what I would have said.
Okay.
This is what it is. Nyama wakanin and yes chantro. That is the plain truth. But you see, government expenditure is very huge. And so where we are doing, say, roads, we are doing this, we are doing that. All of these expenditures are taken care of within a certain period of time.
Okay.
Until we see, road, talkers, way. All of these projects you are talking about are key projects. So government will not say that, oh, I'm just going to leave this and then start working on that. So what we do is we do what we call the scale of preference and also do some prioritizing. As we speak, His Excellency the Vice President just about 2 weeks ago, last Friday thereabout, had a meeting with us, all the development authorities and the Ministry of Finance, and we had to table all of these issues. And then there was some directive that, listen, all of these ones are hanging. Let's pay those who have not been paid as soon as we can, so that the backlog, the issue of getting projects at various stages of completion will not be the case, but they will be fully completed. And so let's put some, let's attach some importance to this project as soon as we can.
Okay.
So that is what we are doing now. Fortunately, we have someone who understands and appreciates all of this. Okay. The president believes all is store around. He gets all of this feedback.
Okay.
That, Coda, yeah, we baby, almost we senior was so central.
Yeah.
All of these things are things that people are talking about. We sit here, we think that, listen, I'm going to be more excited that you introduce me as someone who has done 1,000 projects and they are all completed and that people are benefiting from it.
Okay.
So what I would want all of these projects to have is the funding should be consistent. And that is what we are doing. Government has put in place.
Abai ni sika o de bema mo ana omode atoa so ana se de oka no aban budget so nti mugo so twa aban fi se ya na to da bia contract sam so eche no na e cancel ba fi se bia nipa no sha cement bo na e 10 Ghana eche no na e 20 eche no nti be hu se bedu ba bi na fluctuation ni variations abeba bem na no so be dane additional cost e de amamu.
Me sure the contractors no mundi wa share na o kasamo. Yes, so all of these issues have come up. Our contracts are fixed contracts.
Okay.
So they are firm. So if, for instance, I give you a toilet facility or the accident and trauma center,
okay,
it's say about 7 million cedis or 8 million cedis. The contract, the notification of award indicates a contract near fixed and a firm. So where there are changes, there is a possibility it would affect the contractor.
Okay.
all of these were issues we brought up during our conversation, all right? And we have been tasked to relook at how best we can solve or save some of these situations. I know, tell my Yesha said, maybe a bag of cement was about 35 cedis or something. Now it's no more. Okay. So how do you factor all those variations in? So what we do is to go to the sites, do some measurements to be sure that we say in our into you bet me then I'm a contractor no on bolos.
Okay.
And that is what we are doing to save the situation.
I was here for say I feel now do a video to a high Kessben 92.9 Ewakra, Kessben 93.3 FM Kumase, and live on Kessben television. And you may yene Coastal Development Authority Coda Penimpa Dano and Edinko Meka Coastal Development Authority na a authority almost share these regions: Greater Accra, Volta region, Central region, Western North, Western region, and yene lawyer Jerry Ahmed. Udine Saib wana Saib.
For movie Afghanistan, me the enemy free choco.
It was all the enemy Saib. But all the enemy Saib.
Shaib.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Me name we first time. Yes. Didn't Mr. say Saib wana Saib.
This is Shaib for movie Afghanistan, me free choco.
Okay. It's been lawyer Jerry Ahmed Saib, executive. Chief Executive Officer the Coastal Development Authority, and yedi enkomofa impuntu ya buy no buy omaye ene ni akaka ho no. Me a lot of your messages amode aba. I'm say question na me bisa no atrigger e bisa Akuoko behwe ya ha ye de na ka ho nom ne ade we de say question we bebo ma me misa obisa me misa say ni amokeka nyina no say yedu ho a ye hu bibia o facility no ho a kire say Coda na ye identity sir.
Well, originally that was the case, but we have our logos designed for contractors to emboss same on every project.
Okay.
Some of the projects also, well, if you can, I don't see how we intend to emboss drains. Oh, and say fashion
okay.
Sana road so I don't see how we can do some of that.
But I'm waiting me amount to signboard
but we have.
Okay.
We have all the signages at almost all construction points.
Okay.
In Pacharai.
Well, over to me the message about 0550-567-929 0550-596-929. Mamin can messages no kakra area na yaba the main issues so one or two be na yene no e de enkomo no ba wie ye a champon e watch for press or Mr. Host. What a panelist is saying, some is true and some is not true. I can tell you on authority that there's no development project going on at Chifo Atimokwa. What he's saying is, if what he's saying is true, then you should mention the town and the village. Okay. I think, sir, Chifo at...
I'll show you a school at Chifo Atimokwa. It's one of the very beautiful schools Coda built. Okay. And it comes with even finishing. I'll show you. I have it here.
And the Achampon will show pet.
I'll show you so that you can share that with Achampon. And that if he intends to have his son or daughter enroll in that school, he should be proud to do so.
Akuoko, please read my message for me. I'm a government business school teacher. We teachers don't understand why the media houses are silent on the business school textbook since the implementation of the new curriculum 2 years ago by the Ghana Education Service, NACA and GES. The government is spending only on the senior high schools, but meanwhile the business school peoples are suffering. So talk about it. Please read it for me. I know you are discussing a different topic, but read it. Well, Mpacho Sep Makai, I don't say producer Bayan on so one Juma Brepe, Akuoko Kwarteng, Minister of Education, customer for Behese Benyanwa, Yanenbebo and Komo. Akuoko, please tell lawyer Jerry that I like him, but there's too much English. Okay, I'm saying them didn't prompt no. And you're saying the any and crime bro and crime tree.
School.
Okay, very nice one.
Hi,
hi, good evening, please. My name is Akuoko Kwarteng. I'm watching you from Mampo. Okay, my name. All right. Hey, Akuoko Kwarteng, but I am so afraid to anymore. All right, me that's it. Augustine from Sampos, please, MPP mind try and speak our local language. Tree for us. And stop the English language. Okay.
I catch up with before chocolate between the heading, but
okay. Interesting anyway. I'm Isaac from Cape Coast. Please ask him specific projects Coda is doing for we people in Cape Coast. Okay. All right. Maybe Sano. Good work, Dan Akuoko. I like the first gentleman of the land because he has a vision. I like the president. Okay. Kojo Smiler inside Kintampo North. Kojo, enumere yada sipa se Oshe Jumedie ewa Kintampo. Yada sipa. Okay. Member messages also, but I think my mimisa this key question. Lawyer, yeah, I'm a training also, mommy. Message kakra makenka. My training also, mommy. Coda Drive Initiative. Ya can't get in kitibo social media, and then I'm from him. Yahubi na argument to cry na man be el circle hamichum. Say nti we be fa nipa say nipa betimi atenam we dem obi kra de ohu picture no so we drawing keke no my paper mu na enye ka bia et saying Coda Drive Initiative
I mean say enu na major discussion but let me my main corrections we
okay
chifu atimokwa
okay
ukomokwa we have a very beautiful classroom
okay
which is fully furnished
okay.
In fact, that's one of the classrooms that.
Yeah, for chini from me.
I know na yedi nkonya ashim. Bibia ya okay.
That's a diamond.
Yeah, yeah, no kama.
Masidi nkonya amuno gum.
Yeah, sine kama.
Okay. Ndi e champo mpacho ya koshe.
Oh, me the picture na mama na o de ama champo. No fair won catch you say we ho.
Okay.
At least and no say we ho no.
Okay.
Uko obitizo obi so kan about Cape Coast.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cape Coast uko ha. Nyame ya dom. Omo Anafo market.
Okay.
A market ada close to 30 years. I'll be in your show. Coda. The I say CCR contractor ako from Kakra. But you can go and see the structure. Down or see solid. Uko Cape Coast yeah wo pass him. Me sure say manya did no correct me pass him. Yeah they are friend artisanal village. Artisanal village na as it say they are more artisans. To say mechanic, auto electrician, they are more body works. The group of people. Omuti say omuti sudu.
Okay.
For Cape Coast. We are estimating an amount, the number of about 14,000.
Okay.
So these are the people we are moving from Sildu to the artisanal village. You better need to say proper garage. Into we are electrician now. We are body straightener. Also we are body works. So that's what we are doing.
Okay.
So if you go to where former Barbara Shaisi was, you see.
Okay.
We market for your friend say bridge 2 towns 2 villages originally won't mean ko.
Okay.
Say that bridge is working and you can tips compound.
That's a good microphone.
Tips compound or Kakumdo.
Okay.
So that's what we are doing.
Obviously, Mr. Specifically, Volta Regenuity, several
projects and
major ones. When you saw team about major ones.
Well, same major projects in across
all parts of the country.
Yes, we are doing some tips compounds, we are doing some drains, we are doing some bridges. It's almost the same projects across.
Okay.
We are doing some toilet facilities, we are building some schools. I've been to the close to Aplaose. The schools are almost done. I've been to some Pando Secondary School. We've done few toilet facilities. What's the name of the school? It's a big school. Yeah, we've done the whole school. Okay. You're building classroom block.
Okay.
That's what you're saying. It cuts across almost everywhere in the Volta region and even in OT.
Okay.
If you ask me, and be honest with you, where we haven't been able to get contractors doing very well is OT.
Okay.
But if you go to Western North, they've done very well with most projects. That's what you're saying.
OT contractors, and if you say denti no money.
Well, I think that first of all is the kind of building materials. That is one. And these were some of the things we also realized in our contract arrangements.
Okay.
Say somebody who is working the oil juma woti any the oil juma wakra and say yeshemu year omonye at the same contract prices.
Okay.
So what you say?
Location.
So exactly.
Prices.
Never say that yes, you are
okay.
Say next time if you are your contractor, obeshe women na ye. Say the oil worty and the oil wakra. Are they supposed to do it at the same contract price?
Oh
yes. And I won't sit here and come and lie to you say okay. But that is part of the learning process.
Yamra, the Coda Drive Initiative. But okay, na toys and I car pa masha da diaba.
Ndi ye car ye toy na pragya so be gazere.
Menka sa toy say me hu paper so na bisa say drawing.
Oh, I guys say o ma go for number for test drive and you will love it.
Okay.
Me so say open Benz me tia but yeah, yes me ato we no you better be about you.
It is saying it's better than almost abeka she share it to say.
Well, first of all, you turn at 25,000 cedis.
I'm not to
yes.
And you're free.
No.
2,500.
No, 25.
Okay.
And you're 2005. There's and the motor car about
25,000.
Yes. Now it goes like this.
Okay.
You turn on a high purchase agreement arrangement.
Okay.
Into open bakunsia. They are all bayane say offer before we fan over deposit 5,000 cedis.
Okay.
And then you have 2 years within which say wontia na enya car.
Okay.
But answer na be car no every day. But yeah, 20 days in a month. Until every day within the 20 days, no, we bet you have 41 Ghana cedis. Within a month, only mean to have 41 Ghana cedis. No, within a month, there say one from Coda. A month is 833 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
That is what it is. Within 2 years, nyamiye wadom bibia koni year na beye wa wuka.
Okay.
Sweat bia no. Nyeze wo mbre bebre. Abubu ya fokra omo fa bola.
What you imagine gina baby so. Say ya share 2020 campaign. Any say ya musika no. Say ya de car si ba be se Okada. Any baby abegina say woni sika wunya bi. Obi tie kire na otia. As a difference abemu.
Oh no.
Because the understanding was say yeah the best samamu.
I'm not sure that anybody said that yeah but check cash.
Okay.
I'm sure what
that was the impression.
Well, that impressions are not the same as the real stuff. I'm sure there are a kind of say, which is why we are doing this under the auspices of His Excellency the Vice President.
Okay.
A directive which was carried out is that which we got is that Obibiara Ope Oye Okada. We are trying to at least to a larger extent eliminate it to the levels that we can think that is close to zero.
Okay.
So why are we doing that? First of all, we do not think that Okada is safe.
Okay.
I have been acting board chair of Kolebu. I can tell you the number of fatal accidents that occur as a result of motorcycle Okada. Every day.
Okay.
In Kolebu. So if you want to believe that, you can call the head of department, for instance, and talk to him. He's called head of emergency, Dr. Kwarteng. Obisana, he will give you the statistics.
My name crying, okay.
Akuoko Kwarteng. Dr. Kwarteng. You can ask him every day. That is one. Two, you also know what is happening in very recent times with the use of motorbikes. I'm not saying that everybody who rides a motorbike is an armed robber or is a thief. But you know that lately, some of these robbery cases are carried out using motorbikes.
Okay.
So, having considered all of this, and most importantly, to push for job opportunities which we think would bring you some decent livelihood, we felt the need to introduce what? The Coda for Okada.
Okay, now it's a near man nine or boss. Bakuye or minor security. Ya bambo. Bakuye Melbourne Benya Jumaye. Bakunsi ye omo health.
Safety.
Omo safety, omo prepare. Na in the end, no so besama buying a sikakaka and your frame. Okay. And to see I'm in notice studio hey. Say Okada ni biti na bia wo any part of the country, obetimi abejibe. And now we Constantino, oh you would deal with belt.
So I want him say oh obepese obesho masa. And I say you what is 5,000. We are starting with 200. So we see our zone as the zone for more like a pilot program.
Okay.
And to the INSA, and we have had the opportunity or the occasion of meeting this, from say Okada for several times. They have been a part and parcel of arrangement with. You know, share baby. Say, okay, you bet me I'm say, you bet me I'm say, you bet me I'm say. You say every day, you bet me I'm 41 cities. Pressure be near so, a bear car. The INSA. Wo Okada kra, wo motorbike na, wo de beba.
Wo moto na.
Wo de beba.
So obedience na otwe.
Oh, obedience na otwe na wonim say wo mpeze wo betwe biom na wo peze wo ntwika na ma wa brabom ntisa.
Wo de beba.
Wo de beba.
Na ma ye den.
Wo de ba, there is valuation cost on the motorbike.
Okay.
Into motorbike no be your value na you say about 2,000 cedis.
Okay.
You be use 2,000 out of your deposit of 5,000 cedis.
Okay.
Na ya ji motorbike no na what ya 3,000
okay.
Na ya di car na ma motorbike no with all due respect nyan kotu ntwene we have what we call the Coda Credit Union. We have formed a credit union which is also a basis to support farmers, fishermen, commercial drivers, petty traders. So what you say.
Okay.
And this is basis for which we can also support other people who do not have some sort of vehicle or transport.
Okay.
Now, you know, you see no in the city centers. In the Yajimoto no Hosea, you do cut baby to say Nkwanta, Anakasa.
Okay.
And I say Shukona be.
Okay.
Farmers war. Me have gone to sites ube farmer.
Okay.
Okita ebia okitaneba oyoba okitaneba woneti papa no so asianiama be, but if they should be the ones to possess this motorbike, you know that it can help them with some transportation. That you are also sure that the levels of accident will also reduce drastically. And that you're also sure that most of these motorbikes will not be used for robberies and other antisocial vices. Yes.
Well, yene lawyer Jerry Ahmed Shaip, also ne de ne Shaip, ene ye choko de. And e bon komo e wo Kessben Adwenkyere but there's a few minutes na ye de yen komo no ba awieye. Good evening to Choco Lawyer. You have done a great job. God bless you. Mr. Host, my name is Joshua and I can confirm Coda has given us a borehole in a town called Kofikwe. But your name is a lawyer only more. I see Kofikwe. Kofikwe, okay. All right. Honorable, Miss Adams, I'm watching you live at the Sekuma Central Region. Keep it up, okay? Adams, Yadasipa, thanks for watching us all the way. Ewo Sekuma. Paco, Ewo Brazil, say good job done. Please tell lawyer that I really admire him. He's a very fine gentleman, okay? Lawyer that say, hello, please. My name is Prince from Serhi Praso. And Serhi Praso, okay. Please tell your guests to do some of the stuff at Serhi. We in the Western North need some, okay. A hoka ne belt no hontino. Maybe sano. And I honka hon. Maybe sano wasam kakra. Final one from Capito God. So in fact, Nanado is a gift from God. So let's have faith and support him for better Ghana because he has a good vision for this country. JDM can say whatever he wants to say, but Nanado and MPP will rule forever. Alfred Asiedu, or say, okay, regards to Mr. Alfred Asiedu, incoming MPP of regional organizer of okay, Capito El Goso and Ode Ebai. Western North for the no, Nafenia, Odi Betratokra.
Western North, yeah, projects people.
Okay.
Yes, schools, yes, chips compound. But there is no project site that have not been.
Okay.
Bodi, Awin, Swaman, all of those places are benefiting from projects from Coda.
Okay.
All of them. If I didn't know that the interview was going to take this session, I would have brought you the list and photographs.
Okay.
But even on top of my head, this is what I can.
Videos in the crowd.
Exactly. I can share with you videos and you.
Your next meeting, you better videos. So send that na acquire prayer into next meeting, you better videos on that.
Yes. Okay. We've beyond all of this. We have done few social intervention projects. We have what we call the Coda Health Train. Coda Health Train went to almost all the constituencies within our zone. So what we do with the Coda health train is to go into your constituency, have with our ambulances, the ambulances that were procured by Ministry of Special Development Initiatives, come with doctors, maybe about 15 to 20 doctors with plus nurses, make available their services and provide medication thereof.
Okay.
Now, the idea say, where there are issues of fibroids, say, or hernia, we have a certain connection with Kolebu Teaching Hospital.
Okay.
So the patient is brought to Kolebu or the nearest hospital that there is an agreement with for an operation to be cost on you. Now, beyond the no, this is the trick that for me freaks out some more. Every person who had the opportunity of going for assessment,
okay,
by the doctors or what have you, you also had an opportunity to be registered onto the NHI free of charge.
Okay.
By Coda.
Okay.
And National Health Insurance.
Okay. That's upon doing so Coda a hand up.
Beyond the no, farmers, we procured close to 4,000 spraying guns.
Okay.
As we speak, we are not fully done with the sharing of.
I'm say I'm a training also.
Yeah, tall. Yeah, not very figure. Can start a do, but and we no move from born in Chemical.
Okay.
Into your tall, the idea spray farms.
Okay.
Say farmers, no.
Okay.
Through the directive of His Excellency, young boy.
Okay.
And some farming communities, yet me call. Now I'm out spraying guns way to just support their whole year.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
A bim na yeah.
Enti muguswa mudijuma paloya Jerry Ahmed Saib enumre ne yahwe for das na ansana no. Memo abone to fa onkran kasem. Na enema moaye kakra ene ne a o ka kire won ahwe.
Na wo de o think gade.
Me nshada nti papa. But me gusu sieso.
Eze be ma wo kenge.
Kakra matiti de odi chat okra abone to fa onkran kasem.
You be ayo me ni bo betwe me ne wonda nya shiake nye na be nye mbo otwe. Mene sainu wogba aloshina monu wona ajia kejebeni His Excellency Nana Adwenkyere Akufo-Addo ana form Coastal Development Authority ni BP ni wona wafe ne ekomeji bridges ekomeji hospitals ke clinics ke schools ni womamo ke astroturfs ni wafe ke non womfe ke gbejigbe ni wogbara ke gotai ni wafe ke kunchi ke ni BP ke society ni wo he.
Okay.
Ni ke man kramo la oni won fe ake gbomochowe wale la oni wo kwa ke Coda health train ni wo ken wa ma bi mene yo we fe wo dromon wo ge won fe Coda drive shishimu jake be ke ale no ota moto ni ga fi okada ni won wala ke was mo no ba jemi oya ewo ngo basmo no cheje o gashkafi o go baba ni go ke na ganshka ba eke bo onyo wo ne ke Coda drive na ni ji wo chonde ne eke every week every day o ba pay 41 Ghana cedis kashi 2 years ni beni yo asmo do mi o pay ta eke lo le ba chono na ni bi concrement wo fio wo sole mo gagaji nyonya ba sole ni ke pia wo ni nyani ni mo ani lenche ani no fia no aya beni sane yale nyetwa no manya bla.
Okay. Well, madam say you better aso bonkomo bio. It's good. Say Adwenkyere to suffer waba. Lawyer Jerry Ahmed Saib, Chief Executive Officer, Coastal Development Authority Coda. Adwenkyere ye ne ahwefo ne yetiefo edase. Madam say
Mr. Kwati miso medawase.
Medase pa. Well, abono watch don crap house ma enum Kessben television and muguso a mo hwe and Kessben FM and muguso a mutie no. Report a free Greater Accra Regional Police Command. The person of Director of Communication or Public Affairs Director. Public Affairs Director. Report a few eba and it's Posi Fuachi Kojo Owusu Kwarteng. I don't know friend and Adobe and Eric Venato. I don't know friend Ganji. Sanko Fuina Posi Fosu say almost spread the information about Shatawale. Said it be abonitio. And yanyankra se Shatawale name on so afi posifo ehu no o posifo nsem a omo bisebisa no nsem se okohen e de airport and esi and other issues. Yeah, the discussion segment you know ebeto so amam na some of your messages amode aba yankenkan kakra na answer na no. Yes say commend the sugar factory May Busumi de Tosso Eduasam Fiem Pinoni Dunsia and former President John Dramani Mahama Ekobiano. Na and so Muse Ebema Ghana Mebuno and Pimon Son Ahasa Ejuma 7,300 jobs. Na ebetimi debia hwede ana say hwede a kuyafo na duano about 1,250 tons of sugar cane and na ebetimi ayam na emu ade pa na wom ba ko ne say wotie opanyi efre no Srinivasa Rao a ono no ye site manager or say apart from sugar production a on betimi aye si kire mo na buso na sika Ghana de kwam no ne kokra si kire ba no aba fom no accumulated residue na ebefi emu abansuo na ye si kire free mu a ebeka no eno so betimi ama 3 megawatt of power na enom de 2 ebebo adwuma no ho ban na omo de 1 abeka national grid ho na aboy yakwaje besia ho India Exim Bank $36.5 million na omampena da ebia no May 30th 2016 adwuma ekosi bosome ba akopempo na omoto omo yeso mbebie no October ekosi August no omoto omo yeso mbebie no October emfie numne yentumi miye besia na ekoji no so ehunsi ho no oman ni tua ni sunsun so de mayen enesai afi petrol ehun sansam kakra meto bi te say energy sector levy afi ne eno ne energy sector levy ne efre no esla no sanitation COVID-19 levy and other things and also so discussing segment yene Gordon Bahama is NDC communication team member and Eric Che Bafo investment consultant MPP funding member Austria and Yedi Enkomo abani fo me makwaba
yenua
dem pomi ade
anyame adompa
okay mama chance ye brand nti ewo Gordon me chance ye wo ho Commander Sugar Factory wo hwe man penda da ni so ade hu na de chance 2014 na ye wie ne 2016 na nka ya de pa ye beboa ma ne nyina ye yie enei aka ho na o yempanimfo ni mieno man penda da John Dramani Mahama ne o man penye kufado o me na say bi onyimi I'm quoting him exactly say obeye say waye afidie wa bra o ma ye nya raw materials de be na koma so ade ne say enkokoji lo no India na nke de abe produce e de abedua ahwede no na nke de afidie factory no na MPP ababa na besia na woje afi India no aban na nto so ma menye ko fado so on a platform no say si yesi dan a ye mon chance ansa na abetu foundation na se wusi factory na wonni baby abenya raw materials no na ode aya na wokasa mi wie no makoje besia na ze de wusi dan na wabon chance na afi na oba betu form baby a yigina ni I say ye de amanosem no bem na mum ye de amanosem bem no say adwuma no so ba na maburu nso nya biye godwe mami sase o
menua mami fa we fidi kesi we so na menchia wahwefo ni wetiefo ni na menchia NDC fo a omo all the 16 regions of this country
okay
especially my national communication officer Honorable Lawyer Sami Jemfi and the people of the Domiabra Obum constituency ho na me fee
okay
me MP Honorable Sofa Karima Kwako and me chairman Honorable Isaac Awuku
okay
Ibo omuni na me nso mo nyamre etie enyimbrere nyame asundwe nka woni edwuma so omo edi about the people of the Domiabra Obum constituency this particular issue of Commander Sugar Factory asema edu ne mpempen so a say yeka na yeka ni yie because it's a matter of one ye developing your mind not to ye pay ejuma ama emebunu because the brain behind every factory ne say ye beti media developing in country because now hwe mribi etwem na ye kra esichire efi amano ni bebri eno na gina so na the SYNDC led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ban say emeredu say ye revamp the sugar factory nti ye kwaje bosia e de ko share the revamping of Commander Sugar Factory ene obi bie ni wa obetimi a kire yen say the sugar factory was not revamped anabeboa the bone of contention se sia ene say ba ko say ono say the bone of contention here raw materials are yede be feedi the factory nti mo ba yen fa asem ntu baby yede to the issue is that Commander Sugar Factory now can see a completing pay the contract around somewhere is in October November thereabout of 2016 and contractor no ewie 5 months to schedule. 5 months to contract schedule no. Until ye na say ye be a friend test run for about I think 5 months. So omu wie no the board and I said the company the people responsible issue a press release and then I me the press release aba ama ye na ati ase say as I say yema ye the friend test run ye be testing machines no and na niema akeka ho 2 nti ye sha ase na the first one as part of so commission project ye test run ye dey produce the first sugar no the next ye subsequent test run 2 the advice nso ayenya from when you say all the contract and everything was from Indian which you are aware one mama yen bosia no mo ana no mo advice yen and omo ye the one of the countries omo produce sugar in large quantities nti eba experience eba advice we think they were the good people to give us the advice nti now the one advice ne say eba raining season it's normally difficult to harvest sugar cane. So as part of the project, now as I say, yes, share full scale production of sugar. January the following year, the Hamatan season because the season Hamatan season be a January going. Until now, your test run from August, September, October, November, December. Now January, you share full production as in. Until now, during the test run, and Adwenkyere said, so you need Indian for a signed contract for $24 million. And I be call into the friend and say they be dua ahwede na ye de feed factory no. Until 4th year Antwater and I to about 2016 and NDC efi aben mo. Into as part of your priority project as NDC no. Na say ye be dua ahwede e ka ho. And my Indian for my and the loan of $24 million. But now many do ya be assess ye be just asika no and ye di fee abenwane so. And MPP are buying abefa abenwane 5 years ni.
Okay.
Into the first point ni say sugar factory ni there NDC under S1 Mahama administration ye revamp ye.
Okay.
2 ye gi sika $24 million. Say ye mfanko dua ahwede. I get me.
Yeah.
And the fee abengo because na sika na see I think somewhere February March of 2017. Nti ye fee abengo ane so and aban we buy. Ye ina enim say aban aye entuaso. Nti na mmiri bia no aban baako efi so no na ye swear aban foforo in midnight. Nti aye entuaso. Nti asema mebunu ni Ghana fo bisa enne say aban a mo share boss mo ye one district one factory. Mube movie Ghana from taxation to production. Mo share mebunu say mo be ma won adwuma aye. Aye na ye nim nipa dodo a sugar factory betimi afa won adwuma being direct and indirect. Indirect is say you be employ and crofon ma ye o ma go into the production of sugar cane. It is a 5 years on. Na mo aba the Ghana for susu ni say anka by now no more access $24 million and Indian edema yen say yen fan nu ahwede na yen fan feed the factory no ba onim de ya esan ye abofunu na ma me hu sa ban we so insensitive ni say aban we ba ye won no omo se sa sika no ene de edi sika ne be ye no enye part of omo priority project so ena me no ka say they are not getting the money because omo ka tell India say they don't need the money because any part of our priority project. Now, abaya mo pese mo bua Ghana mebunu. Mo pese mo move from taxation to production. Mo say one district, one factory. No BSc factory a si ho. Aji aye processes ni na. Ye ba ma Ghana $24 million. Ne ya de abo edu ahwede e de feed factory nu. Na Ghana it me produce yen sugar. Esi chire nu. And now ban we buy ya. Osho no de say ye be dua ahwede di ama factory ni de. Enka ne boshe ho. Enka ne da eso ho. Nti nia fo mo sika. I get me in your mum for musica. Na ye beka Mose ye sit down and I am more roof ye and sana ye sit down and me bana me kind post back A+, and let me thank him for that post. Or see the same as free SHS. Na moon see down ye. But you deem it right, some of free SHS I say. And I'm a boy. Beside, only say ashidie. But
A+ could compare factory with senior high school. It's entirely like comparing coconut with mangoes. Those are the reason. Senior high school. So kasa oko o ye ni free. Already classroom ni bi o hoda. Ngwara no wo. And your projection now who say be on 100 and now 50. And our kasa over start yes infrastructure no expand. But near ye can ye factory oko si. Factory no. You can only feed the factory with the raw materials.
Okay.
But what you say?
Yeah.
And you A+ example fine mean kind argument no but me maybe any the fine but now no kind you compare senior high school and factory is entirely different.
Onim dia feno. You see individuals so edu ahwede wo krom ha.
Okay.
Which is the same as what I said.
So it's a good point say na aban need that so say nkofo e wa ahwede e wo area ho no eno na obeto.
Inti say
na ode feed factory.
Inti say onye na adwini mpo say.
Okay.
Ono abedua na ahwede a. Won kasa edua omu individual ahwede no.
Okay.
Adenti na ye ne won enba benkro na ye nto ahwede ni mfi omu won fan fidi factory no.
So go
it is virtually the same thing.
Let me key question bio. We know say factory no. Specific ahwede no nye ne amemeta pe bia ya me di traffic mu ama na twetwagu robe mu a ahwede wa ho ahwede wa ha no ana tete ho de na ye friend ahwede abena o den kosi nkon no nye no bi MCS was special sugar cane bia o mo de factory ne minimum no I may be wrong but
the same thing
but
na ye wo a braid the cap braid a type ana no so akese
okay
because nkitwa no uhia no nkitwa no enya se nkitwa no ntimi mfa anye wo Bankiton uhia dodo bebre. And so now obetimi di produce the kind of sugar. But we because esusu no. Ucha kakre bia.
Okay.
Etimi ma odi produce bebre.
And you know me bisa some say assuming say near ye can say na ye nim say betimi atokua for no de no. Now this is a factory na omobe hia daily bia no 1250 tons.
Sure.
Farmers are here betimi amaya production.
You see I cannot mint na hanchro farmers do.
Okay.
But a potokasi you see half a loaf is better than none.
Okay.
Inti say yentimi nya omuni na mo mfidi to the number na factory ni betimi e produce no.
Okay.
Then na yenim say ye wo major production, ye wo minor production and ye wo medium production.
Okay.
Inti say yentimi mpo nko into major in terms of say betimi e feed the factory with the full kind of production
okay.
At least I can try you bedu be den ye beko.
Okay.
But to the extent say ban ni beka say we nya me dadwene me nya ready say metu anama we so inti sika na XY John Mahama jeto ho no because me enya me priority project ni metwem sa sika na me mpe no enna say me no ka ho asem.
Okay.
Because sa sika no enya wo dia enya me di.
My last question.
Obi na ede boa yen ama yetimi die du ahwede e fidi perfect.
My last question.
The factory no.
Okay. My last
so
question.
Why on earth na banya sanka what mama Ghana for? You will say pesa asika no.
Okay. My last question na mako unua cheba for waba. Nanado say omampeni da John Dramani Mahama nkoma okodi wo yenuanom 93.3 Cape Coast FM. Sure. Se bi onyimi na wakaso wasi afidie na onya hwede nka ho. Na nanka osi factory na wie na fe ne nko okoje besia bedu ahwede no opa kire sa se wusi dan na wodi nkan ebo ntensen sa na wabeto dan no foundation obeka ne say
no say enena medical ama wate ase say one nanka say project ni ye wie no somewhere November October November
the contractor ni wie in term
that is one. Two ono mama wate ase enso say next as part of the project ye be about 5 months test run.
Okay.
Na the the following year mu January.
Okay.
Into company ni kwampo issue nkrata.
Okay.
Omama yeti ase say ombeko into full production.
Okay.
In January.
Let's enkebedu na ahwede na nyini.
That is the whole is.
Okay.
You see anyan so say otena say yenye test run ni na nwie. ansa na oka akɔgye sika no
okay
emre na project ne ɛkɔ so ɛyɛ test run na no the process to secure that fund was still ongoing.
Okay. The Godwin Bahama NDC communication team member. I feel no wadrene ya aha Kessben FM. So me din de Kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng. Kumase Kessben 93.3, Accra Kessben 92.9, and a Kessben television. Juma di Adwenkyere brother nimre bia bo nongotwe. Ekosi nondo a ene tenase e de bremo. Anyway, discussion segment Eric Godwin. Godwin Mahama speaks for the NDC and me wa Eric Cheba for investment consultant, MPP funding member Austria, and also for MPP Ewa. Mamintio, Mr. Cheba for Mathieu Godwin, Mamintio so kakra 10 minutes na memre.
Although tell us wait no checking the time.
Or start exactly 9:10. The question on the money call 22 10 minutes.
All right. Okay, I of a quick nyamisha mo pa damase wo dwumadia mode by mode ba on my Ghana nyina is in the whole Ghana there obia there at munka
yeah damase pa ma now so me test line no 0550567929 0550596929 mpacho yentos
yeah me chia NPP fo nyina ene Ghana obia odwen o wadwen pa e ma on my Ghana bia me chia obi bia ne titiri mi a me boss honorable SSB entry. Then you see the newly executive director Edema NSS.
Okay. National Service Secretary.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Wafa. And pese Ghana for you na isua de. Cause ya ne ka say about media for entertainment, education and to inform. Na dan den na de ekoso bia no ye disua de. Unim the America say, yep, Papa John Mahama, the man has lost touch. 2, say no ka menenwa anka miss me babontene ababe kasa or so pay experts on the area or kwa kasa no na omo advice papa and sano waba out ababe kasa because some of his words na obeka no sabin preduasa ya na uya Ghana nia Emma sebi udi yaw areho emwanim sugu ase wonim
ade na wakaza
me ase me kaza me mate baako me ne na ewo UK Public University College and of frame onye Ghana ni no say Eric me tie some comments about your former president me kra na me nya bi kra na me nya bi enya fu ani ntie and I send the brain me and me say wow. And you see, say ekobasa, ube won say bia we NPP ni, won ye NDC ni, but outside the world no, en mguasekase e de ma as a Ghanaian. Unim, one, say oba economy mo a, ye won nyoma miensa in economics. The dikan, ye will be a friend say primary economy. The toso ye was secondary. And the chato a friend ye was tertiary economy. Now, say ube see factory and also ube bia. The first thing I also will consider the primary economy. The primary economy, that is your raw materials. And the hand fan the raw materials no if we a fado dona you free assassin. We should be to say gold, oil, banche, sugar cane, they are all primary economy. Then when we know, then you come to the secondary economy. A ho ena ebeyes factories out there the eba not tertiary munina etwa eba. Now you see you heard the case study of your papa John Dramani Mahama. Where different assemblyman rounds to the highest office of the land, the president, chairing so many committees. And in fact, the time came he was even the head of economic management under elsewhere the late Professor John J. Mills administration. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Na utimiba ebekasia. In fact, the papa Nanado Kayano he is 100% correct. So sit down ya. Obodan suwi and San Wabisi Foundation of Amamemra. Primary amidin kan ho asema me chirichiri mu. Eno no ye raw materials. Or the air power. Factories the obetimi asidan nyina asisi ho. You can build as many as you want. but adia ode ko chef factory ni mu na ama the output no input na what so dey no one for input na nkoshima the output will never come. Na utim be gina ka say India for ka kire me say mi si factory ni nwie na mi wi a ya ma me bosia ama me de akwa akoma farmers amoma dua can say sugar cane ahwede ama ma be power me machines ama na ba be ye adwuma ye kan hefa me hunu ewiase me economy be bia say ye ma secondary economy say we implement any policies when it comes to say infrastructure and I say factories are businesses are unikan enkoye secondary economy ni nwi ansana wa baba be primary economy no
but also ne plan no also ne production because
enu ne anie
yeni ma sorry dan bi okrom ha
enu ne anie
sorry for bi o mu si o mu din ka gina nua boso sa no ma to foundation
onu de se ni o mu ni sika di o mo ya na eja sofo na ka kire o se can say ye bo afo de mo ni ye duru lentry ye duru but this is say o manage economy o toto o mine eye bosia eno akogye a wo de be saade no enti untimi emesi dan no emfansi ho na wa wi aka se obi abom ahoma se misi wi a obema me bosia na me de akwako dua hwede ami ye kan hefa eno na ma mi su word bi se ye papa no ye sere no enim guase na ya doso e manen dwene only NDC nko asay de wo ma yom say de emfa hwe ho no ye Ghana fo enti so kasa ewiase afa na nyina no obi etie no some of his words or translations no eguye mu buya enu ase
say o kire mu say ono no nhihye mu no
yenye ne sa it doesn't work that way
ono na see factory no and I say this is my plan and me was say enka ye betumi na ban we MPP na anto so. What is wrong with it?
Na MPP na anto aso no e wo so wo toto onyo mawie unhunu say me factories wo me raw materials you have one district factory papa
okay assuming say the former president Mama Eka no assuming say oka say nkokwaje besia no aban ne bae no mani nye ho ntimo ankwaje besia no now MPP from 2017
because of our standard credit rating na it will be minus obrego and in fact in 2016 omo the road fund ekoje busia na the interest rate was 30%. Global market in 2016 road fund NDC the koje busia 30%. And into offer say wo kwakoji a road fund say 30%. That is an interest rate too. And it say India be mawo lower would the interest rate be lower than that of that 30%. They say Ghana your policy rate as Bank of Ghana ma lower you local no they say 13.5%. 13.5%. It's so-called lending rate at 21.1%. Na oko amanone ako bobusia dollars ediaban or bejo 30%. And as a prudent in finance or economist, won't call just how busia we say. And he said, yeah, papa na Dubai. Ebe who say the interest rate on lower, yeah, papa John Mahama went me to economy. One name the difference between primary economy and the secondary economy. Now we can see then see what say of Akuoko Kwarteng me boss say mitimi see then we are.
Are you saying that man ye besia no because na agreement and interest na ho no so dodo.
Now we hear so many a year by Ghana, most of the contracts were being reviewed.
So specifically to the commander, I can say, the government, and to us one loan officer, no movie sense, no,
and interest in
interest on
yes,
but you didn't get taxpayers' money. I debate to about $36.5 million at the basic factory.
Yes,
the other is 24 no crisis and person budget. But factory no there. And then I kwaje Exim Bank India besia which is about 36.5 abetua no ye betua with interest
na of a win say
but principal with interest ye betua
yeah
and is no nya na monya mfie num government in power ɛdeɛ nhyehyɛ na mo so mo yɛ ɛsɛ yɛntumi nnua ahwedeɛ anaa yɛntumi ɛma factory no ɛnyɛ adwuma.
You offer me that sepa. Offer. Minimisa bu ni we mono you living legend journalism de munim. Unu amu okumu ha. 2 months after say a commission Commander Sugar Factory, I've no more the bed about out say wow you interested be a blabeto. So I believe say okay. Emma made the investors be free Austria. E bar down. My classmate back who I don't want to mention his name. Or no one lead DA Emma you called then a trade minister office. Say young konkonkoto sa factory no. Let me drama say adia on my Ghana. Ya boka yes you see ketri die. CSC factory. Ye ya raw materials no. Who ya oh sa bo adini don't come. So it tells you say the man even doesn't know what he was doing. And yes say papa John Mahama. And you might be brain no most of the contracts were being reviewed. Share Equatorial Guinea.
Back to my question no. MPP government president said we are committed say 2022 Commander Sugar Factory by adwuma. Emfie num na mabedi abem ye hu. Ne aka ne nyina no ba besi say MPP or NDC it's about mabuno a ye be ma adwuma ye. Me sha say na me ka say ne ayenim ne say nko mu wie ya omo se be fa nipa 7,300. Apart from say fa nipa no e betime anya 3 megawatt of power e dey frame almost omo di 2 ebe generate power dey aboa company no na one so abeka national grid o betime aboa manfo commander na ena eguafo ne abrem amonwanya electricity. Aside that no advantage what the more mamu nyina ne say the year 2019 according to United Nations Comtrade yakra esichire $158.39 million. And this year our factory we were na at least produce sugar. Yeah, num tea ne coffee num ne oat ni obra yo name pampa num ne ade no. Nka ye nkra sa ebetimi asevu ama ye keka nyina nso ye $1 na kokra o. Ewi anu ye nso ya betena abeka say $1 no ye sika ne say. So your interest no with Commander Sugar Factory no it's a factory but also ye hu say Nyama bebre emo man no. Yeah. Your government commitment.
Yeah. Offer so far. The comment from the government and Nana Adwenkyere Akufo-Addo administration. Where he has made a lot of he makes sure say Commander Sugar Factory no obey. Now can be say I don't know about for the past 5 years no to me any. Mama can say me in governance every government be obey or on the programs and policies are restructure or deba. Okay. And the wushia economics every business scale of preference. Ne ya or deba. Intino ene ababa bidu say dwumadie bia sebi abanda da bi etwa mu wonim sebi esi toto economy ho sifa o say esi kasem pasa ya ene Nana Adwenkyere Akufo-Addo ka be say Commander Sugar Factory said the tibia no e betimi ayre a revival e de amanaba ti papa no oye osia oyo so hwe ne nioma even this year in the midst of COVID from January up to date and then I check it 11 factories have been commissioned which is unprecedented. Ongoing. People are working. So it is a say ye share say Commander Sugar Factory. So moye media maximum American say only NDC any names on the world can would go when was and found. But he is saying it in the name of what ordinary Ghanaians.
What do you make of Nkofo almost say MPP and NDC? Some political game. When a shas here untimin twaso. Yakwaje besiaye. But nyama buying priority enkenwurem ball maker what can I say? Yeah,
maybe for me where I'm coming from yeah and your master because Oshe Democrats Republicans now Republicans few or Democrats aba and Oshe omo programs or more year and in your mom is you could see say aban bi aba on so by the ebetwa so that is what we call development because Kobase maye Mejato, we swaba, we be jato no maya, Emma or minor cities here, is here the aircon. And again, ye were projects being so on my minia, and should be to say housing a year by a co-parliament. I may approve see a number of houses. The money has been given out. By the end of the day, sir, not even 1/3 of Sadie or more budget here, you see DC the Sadan, not entimianya day, amaso. It is such project no. I was say aban no so enyan to boase very due diligence eye enhwehwemu forensic audit me hunu say bia sika no ye de me no e ko ne o say dey e de ko na mum nye necessary say NPP government sabe o ye nhrehan say bia obehwe say this year project bi enti no me ba bend down because say nyame na me dey me de e ba ye yeah enu enti no
meza ba so bio mame ko Gordon Homra ne amote so ka say Mr. Eric Cheba for investment consultant NPP founding member Austria and Adwenkyere Dwumadi so Kessben and Gordon Mahama so NDC communicating Gordon me miss a question we ebi no de so bo NPP ni NDC say afemu due bododo if you say mukro ya one breath Ubenya former president Mahama ne NDC communicators mbakwa ko gina baabi akoka so agufo adokora baaye no onfa pikas kora mo form onye hwe NPP nso wo opposition no na omo yetia aban no NDC akoka so onye hwe a sika nke bi ono so de ba kotoa ne wo ya aka wuram ne so no ono so bepe so de baby no so de atega na for sem ban de mayeni nti former president Mahama has been complaining say community day senior high school yeah akawuram another breath yes yo MPP aban ba wanya hwe okoye wo de no so yes yo oncha de ono na ye wanya so yes akawuram sai shi we diga nanya if at the end of the day CSC school ni siwa MPP ni babe kobi NDC ni babe kobi yepo yempo mfie wo ye ni mo anso na be diga na so obeka na sai
minia you see before I make wa asem ni so no yemma no kware as political communicators in the name. The first point is that there was no instant now you see a ton Commander Sugar Factory. It was there was proposal for a PPA agreement, private partnership with government.
Okay.
And ne.
So now, but you say, any outright sale.
No.
The mum na PPA.
Sure.
Na abai no fi se on to me nye. Enti se yankran kreba be sum no aba be boa. But me boa. No me obetimi aboa kakra. What was the percentage of PPA?
No, you see, the ambassador me establishing say, me nua say we were selling it. The fact is that na yenton.
Okay.
The person the friend of private public private partnership.
The percentage na percentage is yes.
And no na ene the same MPP aban air calling for anameboa. No, anameboa. And now I can say the same PPA that they are calling for. So if under John Mahama or see or yet PPA, now what better na can person also pana the same PPA and under your own government led by another Akuoko Kwarteng air calling for now. Anameboa. That is the first point. Two, and mas Messia film. Say me nua okasama MPP said because interest rate was high on the $24 million. I don't know the rate though, but granted say now the rate was high. Inti anunti mo se mo mpesa loan. MPP aban ba ye. Mo di loan sin aban bia. Mo nya revenue sin aban bia. In terms of oil and even tax, internal tax. Mo di sin aban bia. Inti se dia na ye ka ko jimpo. Ana interest rate ni edoso a. Dia mumu jiji ye no. Sanka ye part of your priority project. Anka by now because unim okay be say scale of preference. Meaning say as part of MPP manifesto. Now one district, one factory was a major factor in it. Anameboa. Free SHS was a major factor in it. Into a scale of preference, I want about issues of factory. Now a dimutintima or MPP manifesto mupa. With this one was also a factory. It is because now a John Mahama na aye. Inti yenjamanin kan rem. And then ayami yaw say anka factory if it was to be in full production nipa mebunu bako 7,300 and anka benye ejuma anka the issue of ena MPP aban omo share Ghana for mebunu bosse o me manwo ejuma no the issue of ena their finance minister eka say public sector ayema no I don't think this thing would have been happening because at least nipa 7,300 ebenye ejuma. Let's move to the last issue, then I'll jump to the Awokan or kasa about shame. Christ of Nazareth. A whole president in Etimisha Central Region 4 Sanko Central Region say one shebo say obesi habo amawo. What is so shameful than that? And now him for a free president and Akuoko Kwarteng say uncle back uncle kan on 2020 manifesto because on one on kukrugu nkrata so. In less than 11 months, ni refi on one manifesto. Go to the Central Region and lie to them say one share one boss obesi habo ama na share landing side. Thank God Yes, it Tachrema Empro. Internet, all the videos, pages 100 page 160 of the MPP manifesto. So mbesi habo. Then ye nim guase. Say yem president. Sorry in quote with his age. It me chop blatant lie and true say. Then ye nim guase since I nim guase way. John Mahama is on point. Say, Osi factory. Unim say sugar is something.
But president issue no. Say what here president or say the MPP did not commit themselves to it. But a vice president Baumia voice na eboni nyina no say e will be ha. Vice president na oka. So maybe e be on site no. President at that time no cancer. But be a later only vice president is here obe so na manifesto. Why do you blame him?
Mama what you see Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Baumia uhwe yen constitution mu a the only role he has is to take directives from the president anameboa.
Okay.
Into okasa for and on behalf of the president and for the state anameboa. 2 okasa wiye na nka MPP aban enye saa promise ni ntumu a anka won kukuru fan gu o manifesto mu. Woko o manifesto mu a it is assented or signed said the good krata no suni na me president Nanado and the flag bearer of the MPP mijini ni na atum anameboa. Okay. It's not about the okay. It's about say party ni na beji tumu esensan krata say we ni in 2020 manifesto. Okay. Nti onti mi ni hu film.
Nti me question na ma me na
me. The question is you see your question was about abandoning of project.
Another bread say we dan room na okoya say obai won ehwe. Oye so say on chere de waye. O jan room say o jan room ti aye to say Ghana MPP NDC. MPP was in a position we the same thing. Mosumbo position we the same thing. Okoye we ya say ya ni ya no abeto aso nti edu commission in cry say the say procreation interchange ni adi manu nkoka so na ya na this character ho ya to the big be feasibility studies cross so na na ehase. The same political party NPP ni NDC ya mo amu ye no a eka wura mu say o aka wura na maybe say as a country going forward ya nya dey.
You see unim the SSA politicians, especially the MPP government led by Nana Adwenkyere Akufo-Addo, His Excellency say, you see, as I say, you're learning to acknowledge good work of our predecessors. My memorable example, Emerald, former President Kufuor being one so. Obeka odi enko ko si awa. Eji sika for N1, so obeka eji sika for Buidam. Ejisika for other projects. NDC led by Late Mills and John Mahama Baye. Late Mills be completely entirely N1. Nefene say we didn't take credit for it. Late Mills atunsa frère former President Kufuor. Osimi ni apenya na minu akuma. Bra, yeni na yenko so ahumemu na yenta. Anameboa. Buidam late President Mills ewie first phase. Atunsa frère former President Kufuor and ni ko twa ahumem. John Mahama nebe completely fully bui. Ono so tunsa frère former President Kufuor mbo mu ko twa ahumem finally. You see, say you dum pempensu bi na say di o sha de na se entimi enwie na wo bewia ne fe ene say ye de animonyam be madea o sha adwuma na se.
Simple.
Nti say you do some pempensu no na say me ya de no me sha de na se because you see me am draw plan me am here feasibility studies me am pay hu sika ni na eto wo no ma me nkan kire whether anka Ghana ye wo president o ye ni president o project like Pokwasi interchange would have still taken place because not everything was there including money.
Okay,
I get me.
Let me ask a question no. This is the case former President Kufuor that was trying 2 terms on trying to be a pre-president. Yeah. And then former President Mahama will be our sign I the president. Sure. And you and then Kaoya Nanado. And now we are MPP. Nipa akonya wote so wasa na wo pre no. Then I be motivate you say san friend say yen kono nko so apa so mu ntwa so no ne.
Ene o magana phone na ate say.
No, I'm just asking you a question. Rhetorical question.
Sanya man AC because John Mahama wants to come again. But you see, I say, as I say, I'm on your phone.
Ready to any person.
As I'm on your phone. You move it from that level of politics.
Okay.
Because you see, ene the next election, I am very optimistic. Say the NDC led by Essentially John Dramani Mahama, Babeji Abenwano. Until next ofi Abenwane so. Na yemfa nimpo se wahye niema bi ase. Na se ye be complete ya. Se nya wumpo a the MPP as a government would demand acknowledgement. Anameboa.
Okay.
Until sometimes enya about nipa no. Eya nyumedia party no eye and there's obo omabaso.
Okay.
Until let us move from this thing now. From today, and as you see the atwem, the can see a from today onwards, I call on the president. Yenim se onye hweye. Ogusu tuatua dia John Mahama aye ne so. Enye nimguase, enye ferrie. On the okobia no a on fair because obi enim se John Mahama ye infrastructure king.
Okay.
On nimko.
Well, thank you very much, Godwin Mahama, Miss NDC communication team member, live on Kessben Adwenkyere Jumedie. Abo non-crapa osima Adriana Watche. Hello, Akuoko. Ask the MPP man for me. How many years do they take to plant sugar cane? Okay. Nana Godwin, Cape Coast, or say they should just say that it wasn't their priority project. Okay. Okay. This message. Let me move on. All right. But our friend Jai, Mr. Ona, disturb for messages. Mr. Number now phrases on your pikewa enye. Please tell the NDC man that if they want to come back to power, they should change former President Mahama because during Mahama time there was a huge unemployment and advise MPP to maintain NAPCO personnel. Okay, NAPCO. All right. But our friend Jai, any DMO, Mr. Good evening, Mr. Host. In fact, I like the way you ask statistical questions. Your interjections and everything. MPP and NDC, they always lie to themselves and Ghanaians. But what is the alternative? Well, the two will continue to rule the country. Alfred Ewell Mina and Ode Ebaye. I say, I'm really enjoying the program, but the MPP government is the most worsening government I've ever seen. Amos from Amos Matohina of Fribaye. Okay. Hello, Mr. Host. The Vice President is always serious when telling Ghanaians, he doesn't even talk about NAPCO again. Ask him, are we going out or we are being maintained? Perisha, Western North. And Obisa question. Good evening, Akuoko. MPP is better than NDC. Tomorrow is my birthday. Teacher Holy Wise home. Oh, bro. Okay. Happy birthday in advance. Why I didn't listen up? Me that say. Good night, sir. Please, until we as Ghanaians have a national agenda rather than political agenda, Ghana will never move. I like your program. I always watch you every Tuesday evening, okay? But don't fail with DMO. The MPP man is talking as a member of MPP, not as a citizen. So tell him to speak as a citizen, okay? My name is citizens talk, and your MPP talk. Yes, until Mr. Eric Cheba from Pacho Mamintio on the issue now, young quality for Hong Kong from Koska.
Or trade also with you.
Okay, yeah, super.
On a Nana Wabuat, it's now for South. Yes, who's the NPP there? Your bar bemwa. Ka NPP who's a capitalist, but NDC a socialist. Ka socialist no ka mo yes pro social intervention programs. Na NPP aba abe capital no take the country forward. But your bar the also mu nyina na atiakem. Ohe no can be say ya didi loan kese revenue eno money ayibi. This we print no can bit me explain a lot about the loans and the revenue. Yes, now who can say revenue say yeah je revenue the yard pa. What you say? Yeah je revenue the yard pa. Because we share buying programs and policies or they are I mean it's unprecedented. Abeboa or my Ghana Ama and your de eti konkai. One time I'm in NDC Nibishia. Me catch say he should just mention 3 of social intervention programs at NDC, Ediaba or my Ghana, Abuenipa. When did he could not even mention one? Social intervention program. When did he
92.9
yeah, they bar Omobe catch say it's not possible. And in fact, sometimes Grano Omutimi etimi the Supreme Court in Chem. It happened, Mama Yariga. Former Honorable Mama Yariga. The Supreme Court said 3 years in Trem because it's unconstitutional. I did about what my mom for no or see in Trem. So I may catch him in your NDC say revenue na ejino e bi near the coho. You say allowances. Nursing training allowances. Unia okasa man kasa. Oh please.
Pajo maninwe meba.
Oh please. Please. Oh please. Oh.
Priority project.
Okay.
Please.
making a point, yes.
Because under your leadership for 8 good years, 1 factory pen and musi here. Obi o baby, I'll wait me and catch them. 1 factory pen will see here. And at the end of the day, I don't come in house at all. We were expecting say Obi Mlame the MBA. And then this in the midst of COVID, I'm telling you, go ahead and check your files. From January up to date, 11 different factories have been commissioned. 8 good years. 1 factory, that is Commended Sugar Factory. And Ukraina Mochi Famable. 8 years, say, about a year. Now, you see, now to be a communicator for NDC, because it's difficult, as at now, to work for NDC as a communicator. Programs and politics. Yeah, Papa John, former president. Cape Coast, say, all spending so huge amounts of money. I will free SHS. At the end of the day, no, Papa no be catch say free SHS was part of his program. 1 district, 1 factory. No, I'm talking about the revenue that you are talking about. Nanya revenue they finance with in.
Good point. You see, for in the next
1 district. You should be to say allowances. Oh yeah, the president told us, say even if it's court, it will cost his presidency. Obetwem. Ninja no, and it's ongoing. It is Ramo. What can say revenue about is or the on channel no. On found go Dubai and Quatna yacht. The president is using the revenue judiciously, prudently. At the running or my. You come say, and a former first lady, or my private jet, no other private jet on the Adeneco.
Okay, Mammy found see her. Okay, now young call at you for her. Now young Kotio Mokakra, it was 6 minutes. Young farmer yet for Ekakra on the 2 issues. Ya share Coda, and I share Commended Sugar Factory 0550 922 929 0552 911 929 0550 922 929 0552 911 929. Kumase Kessben 93.3 Accra Kessben. First person ever line so mami wese ibinyana na enchase bajoma TV ni nko form kakra bi mami eni die mu good evening.
Good evening, Akuoko.
Yes, Abajo di na yintio.
Akuoko me de wadu swame magaji.
Okay.
Me dia na shimo nkongu.
Simon Bacho time no your 5 minutes nti Bacho en content am na onu amosomra yentio.
Me da se ba ma ren emo me ndi sini na baso na me sre wakunya ntia me leja mana na kwasi na me ntia me boss about no dim. Akuoko anyimre ya na Ghana for epe asempa eti. Na NPP for entimi common ntum no mu sa kasa ma Ghana for Akuoko be kai se emre aminu kasa bidie back akika ekọ ete series na usahe na ekokoso na uhe enibra Ghana for dikoto aba etie papai na chinchin a wodi bedi yesu bepim na papai a ai Akuoko uhe gains semia na eba wom se mo andi kase no bebre bede me kanyina ne se yesika na no yamaya libre teje man no nya ye echen se obi nko emefa yesika ndi na dakin
me da say 1 minute ti we aba onu anso kabe. Good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Honorable.
Yeah, Mbacho Odi ni ntio.
Mr. Chimidiani Simon, don't answer me Jabez.
Okay, Simon to Simon. Mbacho Simon Jabez ntio.
Mr. Chimidiani Yawo Mabasu Bapa Muje. Na NDC Communication Director now to
okay, Godwin,
yeah.
Yeah.
Who can some for A+, Asema or the Iron Phantom. Let us say it is a free education I ever win. We, anyway.
Ochre na dream to so chira wadrin.
Nothing. Yeah, they say the Mapa MPP. I did go come over more ya. Nanado, your bonabaso. In few enaya, a confirm tree. I will be abandoned son. In Mapa Wayano. Mahama any NDC, into me you Kotakra, into me you Mukota.
But I say, Mauni and Sumra, no so much. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Akuoko.
But I tell Kanya Abutre.
Mr. Akuoko, good evening.
Oh, and Timbatonia Abutre did this all as a friend.
Mr. Piasa, me Kazefri Kumase. Bacho, me mamo, ayiko wajumedia mudi no. Nyami shira mo pa. Na mesre ebisa NDC ni se. Yawo Suchare Sugar Factory. Adenti anoma revamp sugar factory. Ama yenya juma ama nipe war environs of Suchare. Now we choose to say obeko akosi commander sugar factory a empo kura no wo mu ni primary products no now wo mu secondary issues.
Okay, I think so. I'll make your point. Good evening.
Good evening.
But you did this all as a friend.
About your friend me kwakutre me kasa free bichim.
Okay, kwaku bichim yentiwe.
Me pesa me bisa NDC ni ne say.
Kwaku bacho yetio.
Me pesa me bisa NDC ni ne say. Sa commander sugar factory na mama obi ano no enti wanye en obi ano ana.
Okay. Medasipa next person. Good evening.
Evening.
Yes, sir. But you did this all as a friend.
Yeah, from Sman because of man cancer.
Okay, Sman. On our point. Okay, 2 minutes. It is my can audio no be some mamintio.
This MP is a petro costro bibia costro on Tigana on Hunda Ghana echo.
Okay, I'll make the point. Next person. Good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I'm but antibody nentio. Tentem.
Matching chamber from Cassandra Boise.
Okay, chamber for Boise chamber to entio.
Majo, the ambassador catch Ghana for me say any senior MPP for no mummy no. Amunya did no. The a comfy war mining now, one but now on my own pie. Nyaga sembin kanche number to papa so.
Maja wo kase omon kanya asem de wakase tie o bi abekase omon ka kwom ne ho asem tie no de atwesan why
match sign but
me that say last person. Good evening. Okay, yentimi info bia bio just a minute to wrap up the show. Yabeda for us Mr. Gordon Mahama, Miss NDC communication team member, Mr. Eric Cheba for investment consultant, MPP founding member Austria, and Yenua lawyer Jerry Ahmed Saib, Chief Executive Officer, Costa Development Authority, Ebebwai. The show is produced by Queer PSC Asabediako and Amos, Andy, and Tico, cameraman, Omona, Etotonia Menina, Ebuame, and Derek Kwambe Fibo, PSC Chidom, and the Adwenkyere Media. But then maybe a bo no trico sido dua, Yenshia or Kessben TV, Kessben 92.9 Accra, Kessben 93.3 FM El Kumasi. Na yemfa Adwenkyere Media. Ebra me din di kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng ushia ma betime afrem keke. Me na me din wo chia me. Yada mo nyina se emam good night. Ne aka no ye nwom. Na ye de to aso amamu. Nyame nka ye nyina ho. Good night.